Good morning, good looking people, and you're good looking because you're always looking, and of course, you are finding the good in everything and in everybody. Hope you're well. Hope you're having a great and successful and a healthy week. Today is the 4th of Nissan. First of all, it's my father's birthday today. Dad, wishing you a very happy birthday, lots of good health, happiness, shalom bayis, and nachas from your children and grandchildren, and God willing, great-grandchildren, and many more years of only great things in your life. Today's Hayom Yom for the 4th of Nissan is one of my favorites throughout the year. Today we're talking about the businessman. Today we're talking about people that are in their office. And the Rebbe was adamant that we are all shluchim, we are all emissaries, that it's not just the rabbi with a hat and a beard that's going around, it's all of us. Every single Jew has an opportunity to spread Judaism, to encourage others, to affect others. And what's really amazing is that what I do in my office as a businessman may affect somebody differently compared to a rabbi meeting somebody else. One may be more effective than the other. Perhaps if I introduce a colleague or somebody to do a mitzvah or to bring them to shul or join me in something, they may listen more to me because of a professional basis as opposed to just some rabbi encouraging them to, hey, come to shul, and it may not enter them, and vice versa. That perhaps the rabbi in his gear and the whole kapata and the hat and reaching out to somebody will trigger somebody on the inside and reach them completely differently than somebody else that doesn't look the part. So what's amazing is that we all have this role. Women can reach out to women, men can reach out to men, people can affect others in all different conversations. You never know. And that's what the Hayom Yom is talking about today, that there are two levels of work that we need to do in the office. There's the work on ourselves during our free time, and then there's also the work that we're doing for others, to encourage others, to bring them into the mix. Let's read the Hayom Yom inside, then we'll go to the notes and the message of the day. So for the Hayom Yom for the 4th of Nissan, for a businessman, divine service comprises of two main components. A, divine service relating to himself, during the free time in the midst of his activities, such as while sitting in his store, or we can say sitting in your office or wherever you may be, he should study a passage of the Mishnah or a chapter of Tanya. He should know certain Torah teachings by heart, such as extracts from Chumash, Mishnayos, Tahilam, or Tanya, so that he can review them while walking in the street or in the marketplace and the like. So the first part is wherever we may be. It's using the marketplace here, but for those who are not in the marketplace, but in their offices, in their location, in doctor offices, or out and about, wherever you may be, could be in your home, you have a duty to learn a little bit of Torah, know it by heart, so that in these free moments of time, you can connect to that so that you're doing something with your free time. The second part of the Hayom Yom is the divine service and the Avodah related to others. So while talking business, he should divert in the course of the conversation so that he can relate a story with a message. Likewise, he should find some pretext or reason to encourage his friend to study or the like. So the second part is by knowing this Torah, by having this on your mind. Whenever you're in conversation in your office or on the phone or wherever you may be, and you can sidetracked into a Jewish concept. Oh, by the way, the Parsha talks about this. Oh, by the way, we have this mitzvah we can do, or this Dvar Torah. Whatever you can bring in Torah into the environment is what the Rebbe is talking about today. So it's encouraging mitzvahs, it's putting on tefillin, it could be encouraging lighting candles, it could be bringing somebody to a Shabbos meal or to a shul to join for lunch, or encouraging them to do more learning in their office. There's so many things that we can do. And while you're on that conversation, you have to have the finesse and the wherewithal to see what is the angle to bring into the conversation in order to be effective, to spark up that person and reach out. So we're not only doing business together, we're also learning Torah together. One of my favorite concepts is if somebody's sitting in your office, you have a pushka, a charity box on your table. The first thing you do is you I have a bag of coins on the table. Hey, let's put a little charity in together. We start our business in the right way of doing a mitzvah, and then we're going to go into charity. If we could do a tefillin, even better. There's just so many different opportunities that you can do to bring this Hayom Yom into context. So one of the reasons why this Hayom Yom is talking about the work of a businessman today is, first of all, we've been talking about the Nasi. So today, it's a reminder that we need to say the Nasi. The Nasi is for the fourth day. And yesterday's Nasi was talking about Zvulun. Zvulun was all about business. He was probably the first businessman we talk about in the Torah, that he went out and he was on ships and seas, and he used his money and all his earnings to support Torah. He supported Yisachar. We talked about Yisachar the day prior. So being that Zvulun was in the Nasi of yesterday, the Rebbe is talking about that today. Also, in today's Tahilam, today's chapters of Tahilam are 23 through 28 for the monthly portion of Tahilam. It actually says that if somebody needs a segula for Parnasa, they're supposed to read chapter 23, and that's in today's Tahilam. So the message of the day is clear. We are all shluchim. We all have a mission. And by executing our mission, it's for ourselves to learn in the office, bring Torah into our atmosphere. As we talked about, elevating the atmosphere, creating your space. You got to make your space, put good energy in your space. And at the second part is making sure you affect the people around you as well. Bring Torah out to them. Find a way to communicate. Bring some learning to them. Encourage them to do something great. And as the Rebbe was saying, is we're all shluchim because we can all affect people differently. We all have different backgrounds and different ways of conversating. So perhaps as a professional, somebody may hear something different from you than if they would have heard it on a clip or something else. So it's on all of us to really try to have that effect and bring some Judaism into the conversations, some type of Devar Torah, some type of an encouragement. And you never know what will spark somebody to move them into that higher level and to begin their return to Judaism or upgrade their Judaism. You never know. Have a wonderful day. Have a successful day. Have a healthy week. And remember these concepts, and we've talked about in the past. Even by learning Torah, the Satan's going to try to interrupt you and send you a customer. So on a selfish level, you never know. You actually may make a whole lot more money by learning more Torah in your office. Take care.